I mentioned in my previous two videos that I would show how I create these graphics. So I'm going to do that here, just to show you what they look like in Scholar or Blackboard Ultra. If you are editing a section, so I click here and go to edit, or creating a section, you'll see um, the information about whatever the title is and everything. So right here is where we add the image. So you would click this button here to upload an image. I just wanted to point this out before we got started that this is going to end up being marked as decorative. It really is not providing any new information, but I feel like it really breaks up the monotony of just scrolling through the text. And so I thought it was a nice look. So here's how I did it. I used a mail merge between Excel and Microsoft Publisher. So this is my spreadsheet. So I did this for several courses. I teach three courses regularly, um, and sometimes a fourth one, developing a fifth one. So I just have them all here in a list. Um, in I have these little well, let me go back. Okay, so first I have the course name in the first column here. Um, this was a little symbol. I don't even think I still ended up using it, but this was a little symbol because I had an idea, something I learned from the Center for Effective Teaching at CNU. Um, so I had an idea to just kind of show students how to prepare for each section. Like, is this a very difficult section or very time consuming? Is it kind of simple? So these are kind of something I'm experimenting with. They're not in my graphics yet, but this is kind of these are just no dot filled in. They're just instructive. And this is kind of one dot for easy. You can do it fairly quickly, two dots for some effort. And then the larger projects have the three dots. So this way they'll know the difference between a section that just takes, 20 minutes versus one that takes a few weeks or more to work on. But even though I'm only at the moment using them for one class, um, well, two, I guess, I still have this column here, and that lets me make one large mail merge regardless of the course. Here I have the name of the course, but then for another one, yes, it's the full name of the course. Sometimes I use this, sometimes I don't, but having it in the spreadsheet is helpful. And then the small text, the large text, um, and then the order sequence here. So small and large text, you can see from my diagram, I have a like where it says part one versus this large section here. So and then the course name. So basically I have just, these are the separate items that I wanted to put in. This sequence is just for my use while I'm working in the spreadsheet, just to help me to see just to see which sections I have. So I just use this to help me sort in the spreadsheet instead of, obviously alphabetical doesn't make sense in this case. So this is just a sort column for me. All right, so this is the one for the graphics, and I'll show you how I do the graphics at the top of the screen as well. So the reason I use Publisher for this is because you could do it in Microsoft Word too, but the reason I use Publisher is because it has the ability um, to use to fit the text here in a box. So that way, if I have something that just says about this course or a long systems development lifecycle, it will handle the resizing of the text for me. So as you scroll through here for this class, the wording is pretty similar, but like here, access fills up the whole box, but so does the word advanced. So publisher lets us do that. So then you go under the mailings tab. So I already set this up, but you basically click on mailings, click on mail merge, the step-by-step mail merge wizard, and then you go about that process for creating this. And I'm happy to share these two files or three files with you if you'd like just a starting point. But this is basically just a large let's see, it's a large blue circle. Um, and I added just some shadowing, just basic formatting. This is there's an orange circle in the middle, and then this is just a text box that's sized properly. Another text box here, and then a third text box. So I sized this so that the text would never go outside of the orange area, so it looks like it's the text is inside the little space at all times. Um, this isn't really a how to mail merge video, but I guess if I explained, so let's say I wanted to add something here, I could click insert mail merge field, and I've already linked these two documents together. Again, if anyone has any follow-up questions, I can go into more detail from the beginning, but these are already linked together, so I can just pick any of these things. The level, if I wanted to add that in, I could pick the level, and then those would show up here in the text box. Or if I were using the small text or large text, I experimented with having the course name and not having it. I don't know how, once you're in that course, you can kind of see it, but so sometimes I'll replace this with something else. But anyways, it's kind of fluid, so I just use it as I'm creating each set of images. If you go to preview results here, so before preview, it looks like this. You can see small text, large text, and the course number is what I've used so far. When you go to preview mode, you can scroll through and see how they're all going to look. So here, as you look across um, my screen, you can see I'm just going down in order here. So with the small text at the top, and then you can see here, you can see an example of the text fitting to fill the area. So this is the course. I went over the course in more detail in one of my other videos, but I have just a part 1, 2, 3, and 4, and then these intro sections. So that's where I'm using the part here, so it helps my students to find their way through the diagram. When I'm introducing a new section, so the beginning of part 1, beginning of part one is called Systems Development Lifecycle. And then this is a subset of part 1. So I just wrote part 1 SDLC here. So this has the effect of making that part 1, part 2 text smaller for the underlying sections, but also, again, allowing my students to kind of orient themselves. This, again, is a survey course, so it's not as intuitive for them how all the topics fit together. So that's why I've done it this way. So, once you're finished, once you've got your spreadsheet the way you want it, and again, I just put all of my courses in here. I'm about to add the course I'm teaching this semester, so I'm going to add another several down here below. So once this is all set up, you'll hit finish and merge, and then you want to, oh yeah, this is a little, okay, so finish and merge, and then you do first, you're going to merge to a new publication first. So now there's a page for every single one of these. And then what you do is go to File and Export or Save As. There we go. Export, change file type to either PNG or JPEG. So once you click that, then you're going to hit the Save As button. And then you're going to end up with this. So here I've got a folder of every one of those pages saved as a JPEG or a PNG. Again, either way you want to do it is fine. I didn't worry about the names of these files. The way they get uploaded, the names aren't real apparent, so I didn't worry about the naming or anything like that. Mainly, this is just a way for me to have them here and just manually go through and add them into to Scholar or Blackboard. The course images one, I did the same way. I'll show you what I did here. So this has 4 parts that I'm using. The course number, the name of the course, And then a background image, I found these on Unsplash. And then, oops, didn't mean to click that, but this is like an icon. So they all have a background image and then an icon. It's how I designed these images. I was going to use a summary, just like the course catalog description of the course. I ended up not using that, but I made the column for it. So let me show you that file. Now, if I go again to mailings, turn off the preview, you can see it. So the other reason to use Publisher is because it lets you use the picture file type for picture field. So here I have again the icon photo, um, the background image by either URL, like I have them because I got them online, or if they're sitting on your computer, you would use your local file path. And then the course number and the name of the course. I ended up not having my name on it because some of these courses I designed for other people to use. So, but if it was just your course, you could bring that. You could put your name on it or your department name or anything else that you wanted. All right, so now go to preview results and I'll show you all of my images. So you can see again, you'll see the logo and the background image for each one. So my software class, the web class, intro to computing. I was a little indecisive on this one, so I just made different versions of it, which is easy because then you're gonna get that folder, you just upload whichever ones you want. So I tried a few different ones to see how I like them. I think I ended up um, using this one because the background is a little better. And then database management systems is a course I'm putting into Ultra this semester. And then this is a course I'm building for the future. So I was playing around with that one as well. It's very easy to, just um, add the new images and stuff into here until you figure out which one you want. And then the saving process is the same. You merge it to a new publication, and then you'll go to File, Export, change the file type. And then this is my folder of my course images right here. So you can see I've got just from experimenting, I have several different versions here. And then these are my actual, I think these are the ones I actually ended up using. So, yep. And then you just add those the same way. You mark them as decorative. And just again, a nice way to kind of let the course stand out a bit in your LMS. All right. Hope that's helpful. Again, just email me or message me if you would like these files. I can give them to you so you don't have to set them up from scratch. Um, and yeah, that's about it.